Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Latasha Givens. We begin tonight as the Atlanta music community mourns the loss of a well-known, well-loved music legend. He remains behind the scenes, but was responsible for the success of some of the biggest music artists in Atlanta, including Outkast. Atlanta music pioneer Rico Wade has passed away at the age of 52. Rico Wade was a member of the legendary Atlanta production group Organized Noise, alongside two other members, Ray Murray and Sleepy Brown. The group is credited for shaping the sound of Southern hip hop in the early 90s. Wade was one of the masterminds behind the success of Outkast and Goody Mob, shaping the debut albums for both groups. Wade was also a founding member of the musical collective Dungeon Family, which includes Andre 3000, Killer Mike, Big Boy, CeeLo Green, and Rico Wade's cousin, Future, just to name a few. Here's 11 Alive's previous interview with Big Boy when he talked about the early days of Outkast and how Rico Wade's support contributed to his success.
I think it was just all fate, all from the Most High. It's like, for Rico Wade's mom, Miss Beatrice Wade, to open up her home to all these young cats that's, that's had dreams and aspirations of being musicians, and letting us camp out in her house and work nonstop. It's how it was supposed to be. So first, got to give thanks to her, because without her, there would be none of that. You know what I mean? And Rico, Ray, and Pat for believing in all of us. Outkast, Goody Mob, Big Rube, Backbone, Cool Breeze, Witch Doctor, like the whole crew. And we just were some dreamers that was working toward one goal.
That was part of a sit-down interview with 11 Alive's chief culture correspondent, Naima Abdullahi. Organized Noise produced So Fresh, So Clean for Outkast and TLC's hit single Waterfalls, along with other songs. The family released a statement following the announcement of his passing. The family says, in part, our hearts are heavy as we mourn the loss of a talented individual who touched the lives of so many. We ask that you respect the legacy of our loved one and our privacy at this time. Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens also issued a statement on the passing of Atlanta native and music pioneer Rico Wade. He says, quote, Rico was a musical genius and one of the third of the Grammy Award-winning music production team Organized Noise. He goes on to say he was a product of Atlanta public schools, and he led the creation of a hip-hop sound that spanned decades and genres. Without Rico Wade, the world may have never experienced the Dungeon Family, Outkast, Goody Mob, Future, and many more. Rico left an indelible mark on music and culture, end quote. On our website, you can read more about Wade's passing and the influence he had on some of the biggest Atlanta icons. Just head over to 11alive.com. You can find this story on our homepage.